I got drip to sell. Oh my god.
Loading done.
So why you say somebody was extracting?
Helo is headed back.
You killed them? You killed both of them? All I see is red. Come on, man. I'm dead, Jay. Damn, Jay. They probably know who you are. They like, oh my god, Jay just killed us. Fuck. Oh, he's lagging right now. Wow, you just killed 3 niggas with pistols. Dawg, I need that build, bro. Oh,
Got the target. Nice.
man, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like that, man. People buying them shoes, got a network of them motherfuckers, you hear me? Buy them bitches everything, like, shit, you want Yeezys, nigga? I got you. Cause once you the plug for them.
Rogue agent detected. Landmark engaged.
Dawg, you beaming them boys. Wow, bro. You killed him, Jay? Wow. I hate these agents, man. Alright, put him to sleep. Got him, Jay. Damn, it's a whole bunch of them niggas. That's one?
Detecting high threat enemy patrol. Cooperating. Vital signs critical.
Oh, well, man. Alright.
What is poppin' squad? It's your boy Jesimein, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. Now today, I'm going to be sharing my main build, my number one uno build for this patch that I've been pretty much keeping to myself until I mastered. You guys have seen different variants of it, but this is my finalized version for this patch at least, and even into the next patch. Because of how I designed it, it's going to work phenomenal, and it's pretty much going to be my favorite build next to my skill build. So without further ado, this is my John Wick Baba Yaga build. So let's get into it. You guys can see, so for my first two weapons, I'm going to have one that has protected reload for obvious reason, just to get extra armor, being that you're going to be not using the shield, since this is my pistol version without a shield. You're going to need as much toughness as possible. You're going to be able to have this extra armor just to have on you, and even if you're not using this weapon, it still applies. So just get any gun that's going to have protected reload and you're going to be good. Secondary, I have the chatterbox, obvious reasons, for blabbermouth, just to get that quick RPM boost, which means you can spam your trigger 10 times faster. And the more RPM on a pistol, the more deadly it is. Well, pretty much with any weapon, but with a pistol, it's super evident because it hits like a rifle. So a lot of people are saying that you can run Nemesis as well. I currently don't have Nemesis, so maybe later on I'll be able to try that. But if the Nemesis talent does work the way people are claiming, then it's going to make this build even more deadly, like ridiculous more deadly. But we're going to chill with the chatterbox for now. And the pistol. So I'm going to speak on this real quick. A lot of people have their ups and downs about what pistol is the best, but in my heart, after using every single pistol from the D50s to the Liberties down to the X45s and the P4s or all that stuff, M19 is the best. One, it has the highest base damage. Two, it has a really good RPM. And three, it has a base mag of 18, which is fine for me. Even if I don't have extra, it's still enough bullets. You add 11 on and you have a 30 clip and you're going to be good to go. So obviously, you want the most base damage with the most RPM. A lot of people will say, well, why don't you run the D50? Because in situations where you're getting rough, when you're getting rushed, you're not going to be able to hit those shots all the time. Whereas with this gun, you can kind of just keep your trigger going and nonstop, taking that armor off, push pressure on them instead of having to wait 6 seconds to shoot between each bullet with the D50, even though it hits harder. So I'd rather hit 5 bullets with 53k than 1 bullet with 100k, if that makes sense. So unless I can get the D50 to a point where it guarantees one shot, I wouldn't see any purpose to use it over the M19. So if you have an M19, keep it. It is Jesimein's approved best pistol in the game. So that's just my opinion. The talents I have on it are preservation, which is one of my favorite talents right now. It's just an okay talent to have on a pistol. I mean, there's a lot of other things I could have used Ranger or something, but I'm good with my damage and where I'm at with the 53.1k. So having preservation just gives me some more survivability, which is why I want to run it like this, because the more I can tank, the more damage I can put out over time, and I'm definitely going to outperform like an AR or a sub in direct damage. So if I can stay alive long enough to do that, I'll be good. And killing an enemy, obviously I get some armor back, and which is real good, because like, let's say I'm in situations where my health is low and I need some form of health and I just got that kill. It's just a nice little buff of armor. And also protected reload protects that little regen. So what's cool in the combo I use is, like, let's say I kill something and then I start reloading and I'm getting shot at. Protected reload protects that little timer or little thing that goes up, and my armor is always going to keep going up. If I get a headshot, it goes up even faster. And obviously Allegro, one of the best talents in the game. Everybody knows this, and I don't even have to explain why I have Allegro. And Grease, so while holstered, weapon swap speed is increased by 10%, just in case I'm in a situation that I'm switching. It's just good to have. There's a lot of other better base talents that I could probably get, but I'm fine with it. I haven't modified it yet, so maybe come next patch, after I see how everything changes, I'll be able to change that. So on my attachment, you can see just 11 rounds, just more DPS and less downtime. So make sure you try to have that. So going into the build itself, you're going to be running Survivalist. Now, people are saying, well, you can run Sharpshooter for headshot damage. Yes, but that makes the build a little hard to use. And maybe on PC it's a little smarter. But overall, to be able to hit those body shots and, you know, be able to hit headshots at the same time, the good weapon damage buff will never cheer you wrong. So make sure you run Survivalist. I'm going to be rocking Richter and Kaiser mask with damage to elites and crit chance. And hard hitting on there for damage to elites. I haven't really decided if I want to roll damage to elites off or not, but it really comes in handy when I'm coming into those farming situations, which is why I love this build, because it's definitely hybrid. It's PvP and PvE. You don't have to change anything. The way it's set up and the way that the buffs go in and out, you don't really have to worry about anything getting super changed or optimized unless you just don't want to use it in PvP. So, but everything that goes toward damage is good in PvE anyway, so nothing really has to change. So I'm running Richter and Kaiser, obviously for an obvious reason. 20% pistol damage, that is the biggest buff on a single weapon that you can get in the game. So 20% pistol damage is a big deal. I have weapon damage, bonus armor, and crit hit chance on mine with efficient. Now let me speak on efficient. If you guys have watched my armor build with my AR, what made my armor AR build so good is the fact that I got to abuse efficient and the survivalist heal. When, like, if you get shot once, you get to pop that make hit and have a chance that it not even consumed. Just get a free health over time, no matter what. So what happens is I'll get shot with one bullet, and just because I don't care, because I have efficient anyways, I'll just run into a corner, pop that med kit, get that health over time, and push with my pistol. Not only am I going to have 256,000 armor, as you guys can see, I'm going to have that regen, which is going to make me super tanky, like ridiculous tanky, like almost unkillable at times, especially when it comes to vectors. If they have to heal, like vector clutch builds, if they aren't in full strain berserk mode when like one shot, they cannot touch you. There's nothing. They can put 3 or 4 vector clips into you. It's not going to do nothing because that heal. Let alone if you add on your chem launchers or your fixer drone. So just to put that out there, which is really good, because obviously one of the biggest things that you're going to be dealing with in this game is going to be clutch builds right now. And being that they're getting nerfed, I'm more excited because this build is going to be 10 times better than it is right now. And it's already competing, in my opinion. So coming down, I also have Harden just to get some extra armor. I have a defensive mod with total armor and armor regen, and as well as the bonus armor on top. Going down to my chest piece. Now this is where it can change. So I have a lot of godly chest pieces. You can see, like right here, I have one that I can easily put on with 15.5% weapon damage. To run this build, this sucks to say, but the primary way would be to have an Alps chest that has weapon damage, because instead of having anything else like let's say like something useless like an overlord or like extra skill power, there's no other chest besides maybe a Fenris if you wanted to run berserk, but you can't run berserk with pistol, so it doesn't matter. There's no other chest in the game in this situation that would be optimal to run. So being that I have Alps chests which get super high rolls, like if you want the best rolls in the game single stat, farm for Alps Summit chest. They will give it to you. I think I have a couple I can show you. 18% headshot damage right here, 15% critical hit chance right here, 15% weapon damage. So they have the best rolls, and being that nothing else in the game is going to be adequate for this build, since I have my 2 pieces up here for my pistol damage, why not put a chest piece that can add an additional 10 plus, which would be as if I had this, and instead of this saying rifle damage, instead of an additional pistol damage. So for here, I'm kind of double dipping. Not only do I get my main stat buff from 20% pistol damage, I get an additional 13% on my chest, and obviously I have hardened on here just for some more survivability. So if you can get an Alps Summit chest, this will be the way to go. Get you a weapon damage one, and you can see those numbers shoot up. So that's where a lot of my damage, if not the majority of my damage, comes from. And yeah, you can see a difference. So now going to the gloves, the other optimal thing would be having a Raldi Holdings glove for an obvious reason. You get headshot damage, and headshot damage is what you're going for with the build anyways, because you're going to be able to capitalize. Hitting the headshot with a pistol is like hitting it with a rifle, I promise you. So I have pistol damage and weapon damage on here. You can go for precise, so maybe in PC it's a little better to get the extra 10% if you want to go for precise, but to be safe, I kind of wanted to make this more just landing shots, let alone not just doing headshots. So I put devastating on here for additional 15% guaranteed no matter what damage on the build. So going down to knee pads, and now here's for some extra survivability. Total armor, obviously, for bonus armor and restorative health. Now, I don't know necessarily what I want to put on here yet. I'm probably going to keep it as is, because any health on kill is going to be good, because I'm putting things out really fast, and especially if I'm in a situation where you can't heal your health, and I don't have clutch, so that'll be my way to get my health bar up if my armor is already up and I can't heal in any kind of way. So, and what I have on that is I have health regen mod, which is real good. I got some armor on kill, and I also have some health regen and total armor on the bottom one. So that's pretty much the build, you guys. How I run it, I cannot stop how anybody else run it. I do have to tell you, people will probably run this with shield because it's extremely strong. This build that I'm designing, that I'm showing you right now, is not meant for a shield. It's meant for face tanking. It's meant for going crazy. Whatever you see, this has nothing to do with this build video. Everybody can play the build how they want. You have full reign. That's how it is. But this is definitely the way I run it, and that's with the fixer drone and the chem launcher. Obvious reasons. If you get in a situation, you get shot once, you pop that med kit from efficient, which a lot of the times, dude, I know there's been times you can just watch the intro all over again. I pop 2 med kits without it even taking away from my reservoir anyway, so that's real good. So you get shot once, you pop that med kit, you run in, pop that fixer. There's nothing in the game, dude, other than a berserk strain that landed every single shot perfectly, that's going to take you down. So you add that, plus the fact if you hit your shots, it's pretty much a GG. So how you run it is how you time it. That's all fine. But the way I do it, take a bullet, pop a med kit, rush, pop your fixer, pop your chems if you need it, and just rinse and repeat. You don't have to be afraid about popping med kits, because you get them back so easily by going to a checkpoint after you done killed your people. So in PVE and PvP, they work the same thing, same concept. NPCs have a hard time putting you down. Yes, you're not immortal, because no build in the game is, but as far as survivability, I don't see anything in the game that tanks harder than a survivalist ticking triage plus a higher, like anything over 210,000 armor. So with my 256 armor and my 51k health, don't sleep. My health is not horrible, so I can survive a little bit. I mean, it's not ridiculous. It's not 100k, 150k like clutch builds, but it's definitely something. And you could definitely see that this is a very stable all-around build that does work out for everything. And if I go to my Raleigh holding right here, you can see I have a big chunk of health. Raleigh holdings give you the best. The only reason I don't have devastate on here is because of just the roll right here, but you can definitely see, boom, 18k. And I also have a 4% pistol damage mod on here. If I go to my mods on here, just out of curiosity, I have another 3% pistol damage and some income and healing. And I also have some shield and seeker skill power. I don't know why I have that on. Really, I don't even use anything, so it doesn't matter. But that's just like, I guess that's just placeholder. But yeah, it's pretty much it, you guys. This is my John Wick build. If you guys wanted to know, I know a lot of people have been asking. You guys been waiting patiently, and I just want to drop this gem for you guys. This is not a copy and paste build. This is my build that I created without looking. You guys know I've been running pistols since the start of the game. So this is how I run it. You can run it however you want. I think this is the optimal way. This is the best way in my opinion. If I go through the gear talents, efficient, hardened, hard-hitting, devastating, restorative. I do not have strain on my rifle. It doesn't matter, I don't use it anyways. Protected reload, and blabbermouth, obviously. Allegro, preservation, grease. And if I go down, 41k weapon damage, 10% crit chance, 51 critical hit damage, 70% headshot damage. Got 50 range on there, 35 accuracy and stability. If you go to my pistol, I got 47% pistol damage bonus, which is amazing, man. And I also have 22.5% all weapons damage bonus, so that's just good by itself, period. 256 armor, 51,000 health, 5,100 health on kill, almost 30,000 health regen, and 10% down the thing for resistances. So, and I also have a nice little 10-second or 10% skill cooldown reduction. Not too much, but it's still something, you know what I'm saying? It's free, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy, man. As you can see, I had to sauce it up with the John Wick outfit one time, you know what I'm saying, all black, one gun, man, John Wick. So that's pretty much it. You guys go out there and go crazy with it, you know what I'm saying? Be the boogeyman. Let them know that Jay sent you. It's been real. Appreciate y'all. Your boy is out.